Hey guys, it's Ariel. Welcome to my YouTube, or welcome back to my YouTube. Oh my goodness. This lunar eclipse we just had in September of 2025 shook my world. It shook my universe. I needed to be in isolation when I was not at work. I needed to be with myself, journaling. I needed to be meditating. I needed to really observe the shifts that are taking place in my physical reality and internal world. I needed to be with my own self, and I needed to just have an it is what it is energy. That's what this was. I needed to feel acceptance. So the recent past energies are the Tower in reverse, clarified by the Three of Swords. Pretty intense here, 111 on that card. I also have it right here, 111. I stick and poked myself. I've never really shown you guys. A friend did my dragon. I did this. I did my alchemical symbols. And I have my old name I used to go by right there. And I have my little crown. But anyway, so the recent past energies were finally allowing the tower and building the structure we had inside that was built from pain to fall. Any energies that we built up within, built ourselves into becoming, that were set on a foundation of pain, betrayal, or deceit, have now fallen. The sun just poked out. This is kind of exactly what I'm trying to describe. So where we felt an immense amount of betrayal and deceit in our realm, in our lives, in our body, mind, and spirits, from multiple connections, multiple chapters of our lives, we were being built on this belief system, this foundation that connections hurt, friendships will wind up hurting you, people will lie to you, people will lie to me, people will deceive me or try to, okay? That is what our world was built upon. That was our experience that we had, unfortunately, had to endure people constantly not actually being what they were showing. They were hating and being evil on the inside, but loving on the outside. It was almost like in the recent past, we just realized, wait a second, not everybody's going to hurt me. Not everybody's going to deceive me. The tower, it fell. The Three of Swords, we took the swords out of our heart, out of our back, from when people stabbed us in the back, relentlessly, over and over, and then lit us on fire. And then partied in the trouble of us. That is what this felt like. That is immense pain, okay? And that is what we have come out of. We finally allowed the last bit of it to go away. We lit the last bit of it on fire. We claimed our power back from anybody and anything that ever tried to own it. So because we allowed these towers, because now I'm getting that we had so many built, this is intense. This is like every single time we thought that this connection will work out, this will be a ride or die, this one will not deceive me or become in competition with me at some point during this connection, this one will not talk crap about me behind my back, with my family, with my friends. It's just like a repetitive energy of defeat. It was like the enemy was trying to defeat our collective, our sense of connection to ourselves and to the world around us. The enemy didn't want us to be able to connect to our intuition, so it kept on finding ways to destroy the connections. Collective, you may have and might have in your lifetime felt so beyond misunderstood. People might have tried to bend your intentions. They may have tried to spiritually gaslight you to make you feel like you are literally doing things that you are not doing, okay? There might have been connections in your life that had very ill intent for you, and they remained so calm on the exterior that they actually succeeded in gaslighting you into thinking they were a good person. They're like, wait, I look like this. How can I be bad for you? They might have even talked about Jesus. They might have even worn a Christian mask. Okay, they might have been using religion as a cover, as a mask, okay, as a suit, because they had ill intent. There were a lot of people in your life, collective, if you are resonating with this message, this is meant for you. If you are not resonating, maybe it is meant for someone else. But if you are called to keep watching, then keep on watching. I love you and thank you for being here. I lost my train of thought. Let's shift it. All I know is I'm getting the energy that we finally realized that the people that turned on us, shamed us, canceled us, or attempted to, those people will get their karmic justice and their karmic debt paid off. There's nothing that we need to do, collective, except for be our kind-hearted selves, be our truthful selves, be our boundary-setting selves, be our sacred royalty selves, be our eternal, infinite selves, unapologetically. I am currently, after work, I have been watching the Harry Potter movies. I'm only on Harry Potter 3 because I'll wind up watching it, a little bit of it, and then having to go to sleep. So I've just been watching it in little intervals, but, excuse me, I've been waking up to the inner child Ariel. This is content that I watched before I could understand what it truly meant on an energetic level, spiritual level, even religious level of what all these things actually mean to me in my conscious journey. But I am waking up to the fact that there are a lot of metaphors and a lot of lessons in the Harry Potter movies that I resonate deeply with. But I resonate with multiple characters. I'll get into that in a different video. But basically what I'm trying to say is someone with a large calling will have a lot of enemies. So it's almost like in the recent past, this can be past few hours, this could be past few days, this could be something that you have been coming into resonance with, into understanding with over a period of time, but it finally, the last tower fell, is what I'm saying happened in the recent past. So somebody that has a gigantic calling that is going to shift things for the planet for the better, even if it may not look like it on the outside, even if that person doesn't dress the way that you believe someone would dress that is here to be a superhero or an angel, that doesn't really matter what you believe in your ego. Someone's intentions are more powerful than what your actual beliefs about them are. So you have always known that you are going to bring peace onto this planet as much as you possibly can as one. Okay, I just got a phone call that cut off that video. But that is what happened. You got a call. Your soul felt a call randomly one day. And you answered that call. And it might have been very out of this world. Something that you felt like you can't achieve that. Or like, that's not even humanly possible. How will I, in being myself, whatever I create, change that much, have that much of an effect? Well, you do. You do. You maintaining your frequency, and not just of love. It's not just maintaining a frequency of love, because it is nearly impossible to always be in a state of love. It's also being your absolute self too. That means shaking things up when you are called to. Wherever God was intending for you to go, you could not have anybody with you on this part of your journey that had anything but positive intentions for you. You might have had a plethora of people. Maybe even you left an entire location behind, but you needed to start fresh, clean slate, okay? God was like, where you are going, my child, where you are going and what you are going to do and create, you need to shed everything that you've ever become, everything that you ever thought. And you can't do that with, like, near these people. You can't do that with these people because they will not understand. It might have even been dangerous for you to do it around those people. You needed your own safety bubble. You also needed to embark on a journey, which I'm getting that you are coming out of this journey now, where you needed to recognize how powerful you actually are existing in who you are. You have always known your gifts. You've just been figuring out how to navigate them. And the world may have demonized them or made them out to be something bad or not of the light, not good. This was to confuse your third eye and confuse your crown chakra where you receive information from God. The enemy wanted you to be confused about who you are and what your actual journey here is to do. Your path has a lot to do with the things that you see and move out of your body like an outlet. So now I'm getting that you have come to terms with the parts of yourself that you were suppressing, you were pushing down, you were not allowing them out. You were not being fully accepting of yourself. You were accepting the parts of yourself that were societally acceptable or acceptable to your friends and family, but you were not accepting the parts of yourself that other people wanted you to dim. Now you're like, wait a second, I love all of the aspects of myself. Now you're really stepping into that strength card I just pulled for clarification. You're stepping into your confidence, you're stepping into your power, you're stepping into your fire, your sacred flame, your creativity, your ability to manifest and materialize your thoughts into existence. No matter whether people believe you could do this or not, you have seen it, you have seen enough proof, and you have stepped into your God energy, your goddess energy. I love you. The present energy, you guys, I'm moving on because that is everything we are leaving behind. That is the chapter, that is the book that we just closed of our life. We are starting a new series. We are stepping into the main character energy, but the sacred main character energy, knowing that we are a part of this entire grand scheme of things. But when we remain our actual true soul, things do work in our favor. The odds do turn into our favor when we do not relinquish our power to external forces, okay? Whatever that means for you. We are now coming out of a time of silence. Even if you were talking to people in your life and in your reality, you still hadn't fully stepped into the version of you that was full-blown ready to create music, to write that poetry, to write those books, to dance this shit out in those vids, whatever you do. I'm also getting that with this Wheel of Fortune, we also know what needs our attention and what we can focus our attention on. We have learned discernment to another level, that wheel that's turning in our favor, that wheel is not going to stop now. Because we got past that hard part when it's going slow. Now that wheel is just turning, baby. That wheel is just turning, and our blessings are rolling in because we are grateful, because we are thankful. Even when things seem bad, even when we have a little mental breakdown, have an argument, we are still so grateful for the opportunity to step into a higher version of ourselves for the next time it comes around. We're learning the lessons. We are speaking our truths in a way that is much more attuned to the frequency of the world that we are trying to manifest instead of the old one that we walked away from. So after this journey of knowing who we are, having people trying to get us to stop being that person that we know who we are, right? So many people trying to deplete our energy, trying to steal our energy, trying to siphon our identity, trying to destiny swap, trying to act like they're us. All of this stuff, trying to confuse us, okay? Trying to get us to step into a reality that they signed up for. That's all done. Woo! We could say it's over, because it's actually over. Now we actually do know our specific energy of our own identity. So we know when someone else is sending us energy, and we know when we are functioning from our own actual true self. There's somebody just staring away. Peace. It's just like, dude, it's invasive at that point. It's not even like a glance. They're just like staring. It's like, I don't know what to tell ya. The Magician card comes out in the upcoming energies with the Ten of Swords in reverse. We, in the upcoming energies, are successfully manifesting a reality and a world where we have fully come out of the anxieties from the past. And we also do not acquire confirmation verb. We do not allow ourselves to tap into other people's anxiety anymore. We can continue our own reality, our own journey. We can see somebody in our realities, because as empaths, as highly sensitive persons, we start feeling the anxiety of the people around us. And it does take a lot of training and a lot of work, a lot of hard work to stop tapping into the energies around us and just continue radiating our solid core frequency. This also feels like an energy, you guys, that it's a leaving the nest energy. I've said this in another video, so this could be coming up for you. When I say leaving the nest, I just mean in places in our lives where we felt like we still needed guidance, or we still needed to be taught, we still needed to be shown things before we can embark on our own. My ear just opened up. My hearing just went. We just started receiving guidance from our actual divine self, and our highest timeline is the only timeline that we are stepping on. We do not have a lower timeline. We are always aligned with our highest timeline. In Jesus' name, amen. Even when you don't think that you're on your highest timeline because you're like, why would I be choosing these things? You're still on your highest timeline. You are literally just showing yourself who you used to be, and now you are emanating this, and this is what this will bring. It's the polarities in life. Okay, I literally just heard we went from being in a learning position, in a student role, and studying in a studious energy, which we're still going to always be the student. We're always going to be learning. There's always more to learn. But now we've actually shifted into a frequency where we have so much acquired information and just wisdom that we have now moved. We've graduated, and now we are in a mentorship role, a leadership role, and you can trust yourself. You can trust that you will make the right choices. You can trust yourself that, yeah, even if you F up a little bit here and there, that's everybody. Don't beat yourself up for those small little F ups, okay? Because we are all love. So yeah, we might mess up a little bit sometimes. Give yourself grace. You're doing great. I love you. So, leaving the nest, graduation, this is an energy of just an actual life upgrade. It's an energy where even if other people were telling you, collective, you're a leader, you're not a follower, you are so unique, you are so yourself, I learn from you. Even if you had people seeing that you're a leader before you did, this is an energy of you now accepting, whoa, I do have things to teach people. I do have experiences in life that will help people on their journey. So God is telling me to tell you through this reading, make those videos, write those books, share your experience, write those songs, dance, because dancing is expression. You will say a lot by saying nothing if that is your outlet. You guys, this is an energy that is like amazing. I'm starting to be like, what the heck? It's over. The hardest part is over of your life. This is a blessing. And I'm also getting the feeling to just say this as well, okay? Everything that you've ever went through, every single thing that you've ever went through, every song you've ever listened to, every connection you've ever made, big or small, they all add up to who you are today. Even if you didn't like the experience per se, even if you don't want to share that experience, that's fine. You don't have to. You're going to share what you feel divinely called to share, and it doesn't matter if it upsets people. If you have to tell the truth about certain things that might put other people on blast, God will walk you through how to do that while also still remaining true to who you are. Because we don't want to hurt people, but we also want to share our truths so that other people can know what to do. So you will have God will be your guide, okay? God will guide you, but just start on it. Oh my gosh, there's a crow right here, right next to my car. So I just want to let you know, if you are a mystical, magical, whimsical mofo, keeping you, this is your path. Whoa, we got 2 pages. We got 2 page cards, okay? From this page of pentacles that came out first and this page of cups, I'm getting the feeling that you're just going to be able to play. You're just going to get to play now. Yes, you are in a leadership role. Yes, you are taking yourself seriously. Yes, you are highly responsible. Yes, you are abundant and you are king, you are queen. You also get to play. So you have found the balance between work and play. I love you. You're doing great. You can trust yourself. That's what this video comes down to, is that you are at a level now where you left the nest, boo. I love you. I also just want to share with you guys, I love you guys so much. Since my YouTube has gotten a few more followers, subscribers, I have taken more time in between creating videos, and that is due to going through a gigantic shift within my own soul, within my own self. I am going to get on a different routine where I do make videos either daily or every other day again. But I just went through a humongous shift within myself, all for the better. I got to know my soul on another level, and I kind of put my foot down in certain areas of my life where I needed more freedom and I needed more independence. So now I feel my age, I'm 28, I feel like an abundant queen. I'm a manager in a pet store, and I just want to share with you that I love you. The other shift that I went through recently, because I was promoted at work, was a self-worth shift. I didn't really know that I could be in this role, in this position, and do it with the elegance that I have been. So it's been a couple weeks now since I've become a manager, and I have fallen more in love with myself in such a humble way, in such a grateful way. I didn't realize that I had this queendomhood waiting to be activated. So I just want to share with you guys, because that last video cut off when I was saying I love you. I love you, and you've got this, whatever this is, whatever thing you're going through. I was going to say challenge, but if it is a challenge and you like a challenge, then you've got this. But if you don't like the word challenge, whatever thing is going on in your life, you've got it. You've got it. Just trust yourself. Trust, fall into the universe.